Hi everyone, we'll be starting with a new chapter today, which is on page number 64, chapter number 7, Wordpad. So before we begin, let's learn what Wordpad actually means, okay?
Okay.
A Wordpad is a software that is used to type text on a computer. So just like we have MS Paint for drawing on a computer, and we have a different software like Google Chrome for browsing the internet and watching videos. The same way, we also have WordPad, which is used for typing texts, which means letters and words on a computer. Alright, so now that we know what WordPad means, let's start and begin the chapter. So the first thing that we're going to learn is how to open WordPad on the computer. So step number 1, we press the start key which is on the keyboard, or we click the start icon on the desktop. So if you look at the keyboard, you will see a key which is next to the space bar on the left side. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Yeah, so this is called the start key. So step number 1, you can either press this key and then it opens up a menu. So this is the menu. When you press the start key on the keyboard, it opens up a menu. Or you can also take your mouse, the cursor right here on the bottom left side of the screen. You'll see a similar icon with 4 boxes. This is called the start icon, and when you select this, you get the start menu. So when you go to a restaurant, you see a menu, right? Which gives you a list of different food that you can order. So the same way, when you press the start icon or when you press the start key, you get the menu, which is gives you a list of different softwares or different apps that you have on your computer. All right. So now, once you open the menu, all you have to do is you have to type W-O-R-D, Word, P-A-D, Pad. You type WordPad, and the first thing that you'll notice is this icon that says WordPad. So this is the software that we want to open. All right. So all you have to do is you have to select Open, or you can click this icon right here. And what it does is it opens up WordPad on your computer. If you look here, it says WordPad. So just like our body has different parts, even a computer has different parts, right? So the same way, the WordPad window. Now, when you open any software, this is called a window that you open, all right? So this WordPad window also has 2 main parts, all right? This is the top part and this is the bottom part. The top part, where you see different tools. These are the different tools that you have that you can use while typing. So this top part is called the ribbon area, and this part, the blank, which looks like a blank sheet of paper, is called the document window. All right. So we have the ribbon area and we have the document window. Alright, so now let's read the different parts of the WordPad window from the book, page number 65. Alright, parts of the WordPad window. The WordPad window has the following parts. Number 1, save. This button helps you save your work. So if you look at this document window right here, I've typed something on WordPad, yeah? And if I want to save this document, I take the cursor right here, which is the save button, and it says save also, yeah. Control and S, this is the keyboard shortcut, and this is something that we're going to learn later. So right now, all we have to do is we have to select this. Once you select this save button, it's asking you to give this document a name. So just like you have a pet, you give that pet a name, right? So the same way, any file or any document that you save, you have to give it a name. So I'm going to save it as my poem, yeah? And then you click on save. You take the cursor to save and you save it. And if you look here, the name changes to my poem, yeah? So this button is called the Save button, and it helps you to save the document or save your file. So moving on, let's read number 2. It says title bar. So title means a name that you give to something like a book or your work or a document or even a dog. Yeah. So it says here that the title bar is at the top of the Wordpad window and displays. Display means to show the document name. To the right side of the title bar are 3 buttons: minimize, maximize or restore down, and close. Now you already know that I have saved this work as my poem, right? So this is the title of my work or the file or the document. So this is called the title bar, where you can see the name that you've given or the title that you've given to your work. And on the right side, let's go to the right side of the title bar. You see there are 3 buttons right here, 1, 2 and 3. So the first button is called minimize. Yeah, so when you press minimize, what happens is it brings this whole window at the bottom of the desktop. Yeah, it brings it down. So if you want to open it again, you select this icon right here, it opens up. The second button, which says maximize, that means if you see that this window is very small, right? It's not spread all across the desktop screen. So if you want to make it bigger or larger, you select this button right here, which is called the maximize button, and it makes the window bigger and it fits into the desktop screen. Alright, so this is called the maximize button. And the last one is called close. That means it closes the window altogether. So if you have not saved your drawing, it's going to ask you to save it. But if you have already saved the drawing, that means it will close the document right away. Alright. Moving on, the restore down button is used to make the window smaller. The same button is used to bring it back to full size. So if you look at this window right here, it's at its full size, right? Because it's covering the entire screen. So if you look here, the second button on the right corner, it says restore down. So that means if you select this button right here, it makes the window smaller. Yeah, you see, it has become smaller because you can see the rest of the desktop right here. Yeah, and if you want the window back to its bigger or the larger size, and if you want it to fit the entire screen, the restore button changes to maximize, which means it makes the window bigger. Yeah, so you select that and then it becomes bigger and it fits the entire desktop screen. So we're left with the 2 buttons right here. Let's look at the second last one, which says ribbon. The ribbon is present just below the title bar and it contains the tabs and the commands divided into groups. So this is called the ribbon area, as we learned before. This whole area, top part, is called the ribbon area, and it contains all the different tools and all the different actions. As you can see, these are the different tools that you can use to make your letters that you type bigger or smaller, and you can even change the color of the letters, and you can even change the style of the letters, the handwriting. Alright, so the ribbon area, it contains different tools or different actions that you can take to make or to change the letters or the style of the letters that you type. So the last one says document window. This is the area where you type text, which means letters. Alright, so this area, the bottom part, which looks like a sheet of paper, this is called a document window, where you type letters and words. So just like you write on a piece of paper, the same way you type letters on the document window. Alright, so I know that it's been a long video and you've learned a lot today, so I want you all to take all the knowledge that you can and you did a very good job today. I'll see you all next week. All right, goodbye.